Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. And as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review of another Turser guitar. And this model is called, get this out the way. This model is called the Cleopatra. Now, Turser have a lot of guitars. I mean, a whole bunch of them. They make a whole bunch. And unfortunately, you know, there is no particular identification of the model on the guitar. And how I know this is the Cleopatra model is because I bought it from a music store for reverb.com and they listed it as this is the model. So I was definitely interested. So when it came as usual, I was quite pleased because the first thing I noticed about Turser guitars, minus just how beautiful they are, because this is a beautiful orange, is that the action is always good. Every rosewood neck that I've bought, and I've bought plenty of Turser guitars over the last couple of years, action is always great. It's never jacked up. It's never where it feels uncomfortable to play. You know, it's really reasonably priced. Most of them, they sound good. This one sounds really good. I mean, this guitar cuts through the mix. Now, I was contemplating changing the strings because I kind of normally like 08s, and I'm sure there's at least, this is at least on 9s. Might not be 10s, but I know they're not 8s. You know, but since it has that Bigsby thing, and I've never had to change strings on the bass, but never did. And I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I just never done it. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna leave it the way it is because of the tone. It sounds really good, and it forced me to and I'm gonna post another video for this particular guitar, the Turser 335 copy. If I can just put this here for a minute and just show you. Now I actually had another guitar like this, an orange one, and I didn't want to sell it, but you know, things came up. I said, you know what, I got to make some sacrifices for my family. So I ended up selling it reluctantly. So I said, if I find another one, I'm going to keep it. It took me almost a year and a half to find another one, exactly like the orange one that I sold to a gentleman in California. I'm sure he's still enjoying that guitar to this day. So when I got this, I said, hey, I'm keeping it. And my plans were to keep it, but when the Cleopatra showed up, it sounded, well, I say to get the tone of the guitar, it cuts through the mix just a tad bit better. I won't say better. It's just that this one has a little more presence. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with the tone of this guitar. It's just that one just has some presence, and it might be because of those extra gauge heavy strings. So, like I told you guys, I don't try to keep two guitars that are the same in my collection no more. I even don't try to keep two guitars that sound the same in my collection. And these two kind of sound the same. So I'm going to be parting with that one for $350. I'm going to post a whole nother video on that guitar for sale. Because I did decide that I'm going to sell it. Because at first I was like, I don't want to sell it. And I still don't want to. I'm like, but I got two of them that kind of sound the same. Now, what's different between that guitar and this one is, for one, this one's a little bit heavier. I mean, when I picked this guitar, but it was sliding down, I was like, man, it's a weight on this guitar. It's because of the Bigsby thing. I think this is a tad bit thicker than that one. And there was something else. Oh, the necks are different. Because that one kind of have a traditional 335 neck. And what's interesting about this one, it's a Turser too. It has very similar neck. They're about the same thickness and wideness. So that's what makes that one a little different. And this one sounds great too. This is a custom. But you can't go wrong with any Turser guitars with rosewood necks. I'm not a super big fan of the maple. I mean, the maple is not bad by standards, or should I say by I can't even get it out. Action wise, it's pretty standard. It's not bad. It's not real good. But the rosewood necks, or should I say any non-maple necks, are winners. They just sound really good. And I've already done a ton of covers on this one, So you guys can look on my channel and see one of them. But this one sounds good. I mean, it looks good. I love the color. I mean, this thing is just it's beautiful. Beautiful headstock. I absolutely have no complaints with the J Turser guitars, with the exception of the minor, and I won't even say it's a complaint where uh you don't know what model it is. If I seen this guitar online and they didn't give me that information as far as the Cleopatra, I wouldn't know what it is. I'm like, I just want one of those, because there's nothing on the physical body that gives you indication of the model. And like I told you guys, J Turser makes a lot of guitars. I'm just amazed that as I keep looking online, I see these different models. I'm like, man, they covering everything. Just like with Fender, I mean, I can count probably on maybe a hand and a half their models. The Strat, the Tele, just to name a few, for example. And once you get to about 5 or 7, it's kind of that's it. But J Turser just constantly surprising me because every time I look up, there's another model. There's another one. I never seen this one before. That's cool. I've never seen that one before. So I just thought I would give you guys a quick, my thoughts on this guitar. As with all other J Turser guitars that I've gotten, I'm happy with this one. I mean, I'm very happy with this, and this one has a really, really nice tone, and it's a beautiful guitar. So if you ever see one, because this is the first time I've seen this model, and I've been looking, faithfully for J Turser guitars like the last 2 years. I go online and I look, and it's the first time I've ever even seen this one. So I definitely had to have it. So until next time, take care. Thanks for watching.